Our first piece, Siahamba, is a Zulu piece, comes from the Zulu, and it is in a foreign language, but it has an English portion of it, so you'll understand what it means at some point in the piece. It will also feature Robert Gramley on our congas over there, and Nick Deneau singing a solo. All right, Siahamba. And our next piece here will feature, we have Levi Thompson is our accompanist this year. He's been doing an excellent job. Homeward Bound, kind of a traditional song, but this arrangement is one that has been beloved by the choir every time that it sings it. So excited to share it with you. So one person we're thinking of this evening, Mr. Salomon, has joined us this year after a long absence, but he's been a very helpful person in helping the choir to grow, helping the choir to learn. He's not able to be here with us this evening, but as we say homeward bound, I felt it appropriate to think of him and anybody else who was missing. And our final piece comes from the musical Hamilton. You may or may not know that we're going to Disney World this year. Yeah. So Hamilton was on Disney Plus, and is a really cool thing. But a musical about Hamilton, but they're singing the character, if you have never seen it, the character of King George. So that's what you need to know. King George during the American Revolution, and that's so. You need to think with that context with everything that they say. Okay? And then Evan Dant will take it away with a solo. And we also again have Levi on the piano and Robert Gramley on the drum set. Woo!
That you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. I'm so sad. Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man.
We have seen each other through it all. The group that you see in front of you now is the Jazz Combo. It's grown a little bit since last year, and as Mr. Burke said, we are just very happy to be back. Very quickly, members of the combo from the left, that's Joe Kyle on trombone, Cassidy Eddy on flute, Jackson Wittenberg on tenor sax, Ryan Skorlakis on trumpet, and then we have Ethan Kroll on alto sax. In the rhythm section, we have two drummers. Right now on the set is Drake Gadari. Then we have Emmett Quinn, where's Emmett? Back there. And then we have two bass players. We have Nathan Brandon, and we have Alex Pope on piano. We have Sophia Cousins. And did I leave anybody out? I don't want to do that. Oh, Robert, where's Robert? All right, Robert is playing, oh, he's changing right now. He wanted to change before he joined us. So Robert's playing the second number with us. We're going to open with a classic, The Birth of the Blues. And this one features Cassidy on flute and Jackson on tenor sax. So who's counting that off? Is that right? All right, here you go. combo selections is designed to begin with what we call a head. The head is that main melody that they put out there to start everything off with. and then from the head, they go into an improv section. So it may seem that they're reading music when they're doing their improv. What they're doing is they're following a bunch of chord symbols and making the music up as it goes along. That's what Cassidy was doing and Jackson. This piece is going to be a different style. It's a bossa nova type piece. And now I think we've got Emmett on the drum set and Robert is taken up at the piano. This solo starts with Ethan and then it goes to Ryan. And you know, it puts us in a good mood every time we think about it and play it because it's called Afternoon Nap. So this is Afternoon Nap. Nice job, Combo. We're going to take a moment and transition to the big band. This is the big jazz band.
So this next piece needs a little bit of an explanation. It is arranged by Ralph Vaughan Williams, a British composer. But what he did was he would take old folk tunes from Britain and arrange them into kind of classical pieces. So this first song is a piece that he took. You would actually find old, like, he would he would go and find people who remembered these songs and pass them down. They were never written down. And he would get these recordings and then go back and compose these pieces. So, and he did it along with Dvorak and a couple other guys who were into doing that kind of thing at the time because recording technology was new and they were excited to find a way to use it. But anyway, this is an old drinking song from the 1700s, and which he took. And it's called Down Among the Dead Men. And by dead men, they actually mean the dead men on the floor, the bottles and things. So, anyway, here we go.
He's a help to the king and a lasting peace, to faction an end to wealth increase. Come, let us drink it while we have breath, for there's no drinking after death. And he who will this help deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie. Let charming beauties help go round, in whom celestial joys are found, and they confusion still pursue the senseless woman-hating crew, and they that woman's help deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie. In smiling Bacchus' joys I'll roll, deny no pleasure to my soul. My Bacchus health round briskly move, for Bacchus is a friend to love, and he that will this help deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie. And then united pleasures reign, on Bacchus' raptures crowns the board, will sing the joys that both afford, and he that will with us comply, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie.
So now we're ready for a time jump, 1700s all the way to the 1950s. So this is I believe it's the Rays. I don't know if anyone remembers the group The Rays, but this is one of the doo-wop songs, and we talked about how barbershop kind of meets different styles of music from the African traditions, and we get doo-wop. So you can't do justice without some dance moves, so here we go.
Took a walk at your house late last night, all the shades were rolled and gone. silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made. Put his arms around your waist, held you tight, kisses I could almost taste. In the night, wonder why I'm not the guy whose silhouettes on the shade I can't hide. Those tears in my eyes, silhouettes, 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 oh, silhouettes, 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 oh. Lost control and rang your bell. I was sore, let me in or else I'll beat down your door. When two strangers who had been two silhouettes on the shade said to my shot, you're on the wrong path. On my feet, like I never loved you, my sweet, that you and I would be two silhouettes on the shade, all of our days, two silhouettes on the shade, silhouettes, 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 oh, silhouettes, 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 oh, two silhouettes on the
So, it has already been a very busy year. We've already had some gigs to go out on. We've been preparing for Marmion and a concert as well on top of that. So the amount of work that all of the students have done is very, very impressive, and you all should be very, very proud. We were preparing almost 2 years ago, we were preparing to sing an event that we have done the past number of years, which was the Strength and Honor Luncheon that we usually would do in April. We were preparing an arrangement I did of the Armed Forces Salute, and we never got to do that event. And they called me up in September and said, hey, we're going to do the event now. September, oh my God. Okay, so we had to get these guys going, getting ready for a gig. We've never done anything like that early. But I felt that this was such an important thing that we do, part of who we are, to honor our veterans, that we work on getting this ready. So I'd like to conclude our concert tonight. We're going to do another one at the Park District next week. But I would like to conclude our evening tonight by saluting our veterans. So you'll hear all of the armed forces fight song, I can't. You'll hear them, and we invite you to stand and be acknowledged if you are a veteran of any of those. We'll start with the Army. Marie.
the title of United States Marine.
Air Force.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the thunder. And boys, give us a gun. Down we dive, fighting a flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, but we're down in flame. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
And Coast Guard.
Sentiment practice is our guide, our pain and glory too. To fight, to save, or fight and die, I Coast Guard, we're all for you.
And how about a nice round of applause then for our two guys here. So, Mr. Rosas, if you have anything to add before we leave, he's coming on up. So, one thing that we have concluded our concert. A lot of times we love to do like a combined piece, but we just weren't able to do that at this time. So we have finished, but could we give a round of applause for all of these fine musicians?
I'm going to be a little daring here, because I know it's hard to hear when I'm muffled. But we have people in the audience that recognize the name Stan Kenton. Anybody? Stan Kenton? Yeah, back in the days, he had the band. We're taking one of his tunes and going to present that as our closer tonight. The students actually got extra credit for being able to pronounce La Suerte de los Tontos, and that's the piece that we're going to do tonight. It's got a kind of jazz rhythm that just pulses all the way through it. And it's got Drake on the drum set, but you'll hear everybody kind of getting into that rhythm, that feel. It sometimes goes 2 beats against 3 beats. And so at first it was a little funky to get used to, and then after a while it started to lock in. But this is Stan Kenton's La Suerte de los Tontos, and this is our last piece tonight. Thank you. They're asking me for their extra credit now. right? Let's see, is Dr. Sperlakis in the house? Ryan, did your dad? Oh, there he is. All right, I've got a card that I have to come and see you, and I definitely have to, like, the bifocals that I got from you don't fit with the mask. So I'm having, like, blurred vision. I have to talk to you about that soon. All right, we're going to move to a different type of piece. We're going to dedicate this to our monks that are in the audience. We have, let me make sure, again, glasses and everything. We have Brother Mariano, right? Brother Mariano just took his vows October 2nd, so congratulations. Very exciting. And I'm telling you, I don't have the glasses on, so is that Father Joel? Yes, Father Joel, I got it right. And Father Michael. Hey. Okay. I didn't leave anybody out, did I? Okay, this piece that we're going to do now, we're going to dedicate to you all. It's called Fire and Brimstone. And it features two preachers. So preaching to you on tenor sax is Jackson Wittenberg, and preaching to you on trumpet is Ryan Sperlakis. And we have a couple soloists. On alto sax, Alan Anaya. And then, hey Alan, yeah, Tanquil. And then from Alan it goes to, is that Ryan? Oh, Ryan again. And then it goes to John Demon on trombone. This is a fun piece. It's in that gospel rock style of genres, Fire and Brimstone, and the two leads are supposed to be preachers preaching at you, and you're going to hear the band respond, Amen, this kind of stuff. Hallelujah. So, I hope you enjoy it. So, Father Michael, are we invited to Monday's Mass now? Can we play at Monday's Mass? Okay, I don't know. Just a real kind of a side note here. We have a sophomore in the band, Aaron Sidman. Mr. Sidman around? Right there. He pulled this out. This is a gem from the library from quite a while back. And as I was looking at it, I opened it up, and the soloist remarked, Sidman. It was from Aaron's dad when he was in the band back in the day. Not too long ago, right? So that was just kind of a neat note. So anyhow, we're going to go on to a kind of Caribbean Latin type piece called Antigua. And this one's going to feature freshman trumpeter Tommy Chapsky, and then, oh my gosh, I put my notes over there. Who else do we have? Levi Thompson on tenor sax. So Levi, you know, stand up and play that. And who else? Oh, yeah, the guys. The Emmett, we have Emmett on bells, we have Drake playing the fifth. Maddox, what do you got? The shaker. We've got congas there with Henry. So this is everybody's on task tonight. All right, Antigua.